Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a unique show where we read authors' mind and not their book. Meanwhile, I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. Guys, today we have Rituraj Verma sir with us, and he is the author of Raghav Kartike and the Tablets of Dharma. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on our show. I'm truly grateful कि आपने हमारे शो को चुना.
Thank you, Gaurav. I'm honored to be here and I look forward to this session. और आपके पास कई रोमांचक और बड़े कुछ उत्तेजनक विषयों पर आज बातचीत होगी. So
Definitely.
readers would like to continue to hear this right till the end.
Definitely, sir. Likewise. So, sir, like before we get into the podcast, know much more about your book, about your upcoming projects, about your different take on this industries, अलग अलग टाइप की चीज़ों के बारे में. I would request you to please introduce yourself ताकि हमारे listeners आपको और बेहतर तरीके से जान सकें. And do share how you started this writing journey.
Okay, so my name is Rituraj Verma. I'm 59 years old. I have grown up children. I'm basically a mechanical engineer. I went through the IIT JEE in 84 and cleared it, went to ITBHU, then got selected in uh, Jamalpur, which is SCRA, and I was third in the country. I worked in the Indian Railways, then I went to the US to do an MBA. And from there, I came back. I was there for 7 years. I came back and I set up my own business, which was a retail store. And after which I uh, basically sold that business to Future Group and moved to Bombay, where I've been since 2006. And that's when I started to write my first book. So this is not my first book, but the inspiration for this book is very old. It's taken me about 10 to 12 years to write this book. So just to go down that path on the career path, I'm a finance professional, and my day job is basically to be a senior person in my company, which has now become listed, and I had a pretty large role to play in taking a very small company and making it public. This book basically is an intellectual property that I'm building, and so I'm from real estate, and I understand that you can build property. It can be physical property or it can be intellectual property, but the rules are essentially the same. You have a set of rules that you have to have a good foundation, you have to have good building blocks, and you build a building basically forever. It's something that your children will enjoy as they get a legacy, and future generations will get income or they will have a shelter above their heads. तो इस thought से मैंने सोचा कि why not think about intellectual property, and I came up with the idea that there has to be some reason why intellectual property would continue beyond my initial lifespan. And I noticed that there was a big gap in the market. The gap is that India is now the world's largest population. It has also got some of the youngest populations in the world. But there is no child hero. So if you ask any child in India, who's your child hero? Who's your hero? He's going to say Spider-Man. He's going to say Superman, Batman. But they're not going to say Bal Hanuman. They're not going to say Krishna. So why is that? Okay. And there is a big problem with that, because you see, I used to live abroad, and एक बात आप वहाँ पे मतलब बड़ी नोटिस करेंगे कि इंडियन बच्चे जो हैं बड़े अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट से और दब्बू से दिखते हैं.
True.
ओके, उसकी क्या वजह है? उसकी कई वजह हैं, बट उसमें से एक वजह ये है कि we don't have a child hero. All the child heroes we have are white, the Supermans and the Spider-Mans. and these children will never become like them. So that is the reason, that was the motivation for me to try and do some research on why this is so. And I found uh, that there are stories that have done very well. So stories like Harry Potter and Percy Jackson, Star Wars, Pocahontas, these side stories uh, are very universal. So what makes them universal? So did some more research, and I met another author who said, you must read this book called A Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. तो भाई साहब ने क्या किया, he studied all the mythology across the world. And mythology कहाँ से आ गया बीच में? Mythology is also basically just stories, right? But they have survived. So राम और कृष्ण की कहानी thousands and thousands of years पहले हुई, but आज तक लोग उसको रिपीट करते हैं. And it's not just belief. There's a lot more to it than belief. तो उस रिसर्च में ये निकला कि the main objective of any story is to convey a message to people, and the story is just a sort of a medium. It's like a carrier wave. तो बात ऐसी हुई कि एक दिन मैं बैठा और मैंने ये पूरे एनालाइज किया, तो समझ में आया कि लाइक जोसेफ कैम्पबेल सेड, देयर इज ओनली वन स्टोरी. The story is the same in Ramayana, Mahabharata. It follows certain stages. There is a hero. He is born a certain way. He has a call for adventure. He leaves his current world and goes for the adventure. There's a quest. At the end of the quest, the hero is victorious through a lot of trials and tribulations. बहुत ज़्यादा उसको तकलीफ़ें होती हैं, और उसके बाद वो जब सक्सेस हो जाता है तो उसमें नियरली एक बार मर जाता है, उसके बाद जिंदा हो जाता है, जिंदा होके फिर वापस आता है और जीत जाता है, और जीत के फिर पुरानी दुनिया में चला जाता है. Now this story is the same. The story is the story of Ram. It's also the story of Luke Skywalker, right? So the reason we don't have a child hero is because nobody has written a book like that. And that's the inspiration for writing this book. Yeah?
Understood, sir. Definitely. And what I have seen, sir, like, it is one of the reason. And the second thing, like, there's a actor named as Raghav. तो उन्होंने एक अपने रिसेंट इंटरव्यू में आई वाज वाचिंग दैट, एंड उन्होंने बताया कि लाइक अगर आप इंडिया की लाइक फॉरेन के किसी भी बच्चे से अगर आप पूछोगे कि हे हाउ इज यू डूइंग, तो प्रॉपर बताएगा कि टुडे माय डे वाज लाइक दिस, आई वेंट देयर हियर एंड जब आप इंडिया के किसी बच्चे से ऐसे पूछोगे तो ही विल जस्ट कीप स्माइलिंग, बीइंग शाई, एंड फिर कि मम्मा घर चलो एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. एंड इट इज़ ऑल्सो प्रॉब्लम बिकॉज हमारे यहाँ लाइक वो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स नहीं सिखाते बच्चों को, है ना. लाइक ये जो आपने बताया कि उनके पास ऐसा कोई रोल मॉडल या ऐसा सुपर हीरो नहीं है, दैट इज ऑल्सो वन थिंग. एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज कि उस तरीके से उन्हें ट्रेन नहीं किया जा रहा जिस तरीके से द वर्ल्ड इज डिमांडिंग, द वर्ल्ड इज ग्रोइंग. दैट्स व्हाट आई फील.
तो जो आप बात कर रहे हैं ना कम्युनिकेशन की, सो दैट इज बेसिकली अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, सेल्फ एस्टीम. अगर आप अपने वर्ड्स और अपने एक्शंस के बारे में अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट हैं, आपको पता नहीं लोग आगे आपको जज करेंगे कैसे करेंगे, तो आप कुछ बोलोगे ही नहीं, आप दबे दबे से रहोगे. पर अगर आप कॉन्फिडेंट हैं कि जो मैं कर रहा हूँ सही कर रहा हूँ और दुनिया को बताने के लिए कर रहा हूँ, छाती ठोक के कर रहा हूँ, तो यू विल से oh look, this is what I did. Okay. And I think that is the big difference. So confidence and self-esteem go hand in hand. और बच्चों की confidence build करने के लिए शुरुआत से, मतलब आप समझो 9-10 साल की उम्र से, it takes developing their own self-image, and for that they have to have some image that they can follow. Somebody who's their age and they can follow. कि भाई उसके जैसे देखो, वो देखो कैसा फर्राटे से बोलता है। वो एक जो एस्पेक्ट है वो यहाँ पर नहीं है. So this is the basic problem.
Agree on that, sir. Okay.
Continue.
Okay. So, sir, like after listening to this podcast, many people will just love to explore the book. They might be interested in buying and reading it too. So, if we talk about
Sure.
from a new reader's perspective, what a new reader can expect from this book? Can you share some insights with us?
Definitely. So इस बुक का रेलेवेंस भी बताता हूँ और 10 साल क्यों लगे वो भी बताता हूँ. So a lot of this book came to me in my dreams. I suffer from nightmares and digestion problems. और रात को नींद में कई सारे ऐसे ड्रीम्स आती हैं जो मैं सुबह सुबह उठ के या इमीडिएटली रात को उठ के आई यूज्ड टू राइट डाउन इनटू little notes. So 50% of this book happens in the dreams, and those are pretty much similar to what I used to experience. I mean, almost like कई बार ऐसा होता था कि मैं रात को सोता था and was like watching a 3-hour movie, and I would watch 3 such movies in one night.
Wow.
तो मैं कहता था यार ये इसको कहीं लिख डालें तो मजा आ जाए, because I think I have not, those dreams were such कि मैंने आज तक ऐसी movies ही नहीं देखी. But they were all working on my subconscious, and they made me to be a bigger hero because I was facing very difficult situations. आप समझिए, you are inside a movie, a thriller, and you are the hero, and you solve the problem, or you defeat a villain. उस तरह की inspiration थी. So 50% of this book is that. 50% of it is research. And that is research in ancient India. I was fascinated by Indus Valley. मुझे ये लगता था कि देखिए आज से 5,000 साल पहले, 7,000 साल पहले, these people had advanced drainage, plumbing, toilets, pipes, जबकि इनके हाथ में लोहे के औजार तक नहीं थे. तो कैसे हुआ? So I used to think, what if I was a child and I was walking in these streets? What would I notice? What would my surroundings be like? वहां से स्टार्ट हुआ. मैंने कहा एक ऐसी किताब लिखते हैं जिसमें एक बच्चा इंडस वैली में घूम रहा है. ओके. एंड आई केप्ट रीडिंग अबाउट इट. फिर मुझे पता चला कि इंडस वैली की स्क्रिप्ट जो है अभी तक डिसाइफर नहीं हुई है. तो मैंने एक कैरेक्टर क्रिएट किया, राघव कार्तिकेय, जो 9 साल का बच्चा है, मेरे जैसे थोड़ा सा अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट और थोड़ा सा बीमार रहता है. But he can read the Indus Valley script, which hundreds of scientists across the country and the world have not been able to crack. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि कोई वजह है जिसके मारे वो स्क्रिप्ट आज तक पढ़ी नहीं जा रही. Maybe the right person will come along and read it. Maybe our ancient past is still hidden. It is only 5% of it has been discovered. बाकी जितनी archaeological finds हैं उन सब में अंदर आप खोदेंगे और मिट्टी को हटाएंगे, you will find many things. Okay. The other inspiration about this was that I think dharma is basically a cosmic order. It's not what the Brahmanical religion teaches you, कि भाई आप अपना कर्तव्य कर रही है. No, it is not just that. It is also the principles that govern the universe, and those principles, if translated into daily life, become dharma. So dharma is the reason why it's called the tablets of dharma is, अगर आप देखें तो इंडस वैली के अंदर जहां पर पहले हिंदुइज्म नहीं था, कास्ट सिस्टम नहीं था, ये सब लोग प्री वैदिक एरिया के हैं, एरा के हैं. सो जहां पर कुछ ऐसा सिस्टम नहीं था, वहां पर आपको एक सील मिलता है जिसमें एक जानवर टाइप है जिसके एक हॉर्न है, एंड ये जो है hundreds में मिलता है. Out of 4,000 odd seals, hundreds of seals are just about this celestial, or this beings, which I said is dharma, and that is the civilizational order. और मुझे ये भी लगता है कि उस वक्त India was the leading civilization, and it was exporting the idea of how to become a good civilization to countries like Iran and Syria. And this entire Akhand Bharat that we now talk about was actually there in ancient India, and it stretched from maybe Syria to India and up to Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, all that area. So this book series actually explores the idea that all of this was pre-Hindu, okay, but leaning towards Hinduism. Okay, so that is the main thing. Okay, chaliye, next.
So, sir, as we talked about the perspective of a new reader, now we will be sharing this on social media, and definitely people who have already read this book will also be listening to this podcast. So, I know it will be quite early to ask this question, but is there anything in the pipeline, or you want to stick to only these genre? You want to try a bit on some others too? Basically, people who have already read your book, what they can expect from you as of now?
So, there are going to be 10 books in this series.
Okay.
The tablets of Dharma in the storyline are distributed over 7 or 8 different sites. And the quest in each book is to retrieve them from ancient hidden civilizations where they have been purposefully left behind for Raghav to find. Okay. Now the sites are, the first site of course is in Pakistan. The second site is also in Pakistan. The third site is in Iran. The fourth site is in China. इस तरह से ये किताबों की series है. And so it's very, very interesting about how these ancient civilizations used to interact and how there is another path, of course. So 50% of the book is in the past. 50% of this is in the modern day. So this is a modern boy who goes and travels into the past, and he is able to connect the ancient civilizations with what's happening in modern India. And modern India has a problem of terrorism. So he's trying to defeat the villain, who is basically an ancient evil, जो पहले भी 5,000 साल पहले भी था, but he has become immortal. And he is now becoming a threat to the world. उनको हराने के लिए ये पूरी series है. Okay? So this is what they can look forward to. It's written like it's cinematic. तो आप कोई सा भी पेज उठा सकते हैं and you read it, and it will read like you're watching a reel, Insta reel. Okay? Meant for people with very short attention spans. एक paragraph is one camera angle, and as the camera changes the angle, the paragraph changes. इस तरह से लिखी गई है.
Okay. So, sir, like, what's your writing schedule? Because you are at a very senior position. So, every day you devoted some particular hours to your writing, or it's like random कि कभी कोई thought आया तो phone में या डायरी में लिख लिया, बाद में बैठ के elaborate कर रहे हैं. How does it goes with you?
So the writing process, basically, whatever little free time I get is at night. And so I do my research at night, and I go back to work in the morning. But in between coming back from office to reaching office in the next day is the main time that I have to write and research. और बीच में वो रात का पीरियड भी होता है जिसमें ये नाइटमेयर्स भी आते हैं, and those are some of the inspirations. But I don't stop there. There is a very, very systematic process of writing each chapter. And the process is there is a draft made, and it is analyzed for pacing, for readability, for dialogue, for the ability to build a world where there is some suspension of disbelief. ऐसा करके एक पूरा draft को analyze किया जाता है before the next chapter is started. And that process makes the book very, very tight. It makes the chapter extremely interesting. And then only I proceed. So that's the process.
Okay, okay, okay. So, there was an article published a few weeks ago, and it was said that over more than hundreds of books are being published every week in India. So, when it comes to you, as you have completed this whole journey and you are now a published author, so according to you, how hard it has become to make your book stand out in the market?
So I think, if you're writing on a very generic topic like mindfulness, meditation, prayer, or even, books on Hinduism about variants or retelling of Mahabharata, Ramayana from perspective of Ram, Sita, Ravan, whatever. So those books have now, become a category of themselves. Then on the other genre is romance. Then there is defense oriented
Hmm.
movies
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
books.
Hmm. Hmm.
All those books are basically genre specific, and each genre has its own set of issues and as well as its challenges.
Hmm.
So if you're just following the trend, then your voice gets lost in a crowd. Discoverability on Amazon आपने अपलोड तो कर दी किताब बट किसी को पता ही नहीं चलती. So
Hmm.
that makes Instagram and Facebook and YouTube very, very important for getting the message out. But see, if the message is very generic and that message itself is so common that everybody either skips it or ignores it, then there's no point. Your book will not get famous or it's not going to get read.
Hmm.
So you have to think of something that's drastically different, something that will keep the attention of the reader or of the viewer of the reel that you will make on the book at least for 3 to 6 seconds. अगर
Hmm.
वो
Hmm.
नहीं होता है, then you've lost the battle.
Hmm.
So it's also about advertising. And of course, now AI has come into everything. So
Agree.
you have to be able to understand that the world is going to be different with AI, and you have to learn and you have
True.
to adapt to all those new technologies. So yes, there's no set formula,
Hmm.
but I would think that people who understand AI, who understand how advertising is done, how videos are generated, how segmentation is done, those people will be more successful than those who just go about it blindly.
Hmm. Okay. Agree on that, sir. So, sir, अगर आज से 1-2 साल बाद आपकी किसी रीडर ने अगर आपकी किताब पढ़ी हुई है एंड वो देखता है क्योंकि इट्स न्यू बुक बाय ऋतुराज सर, सो व्हाट सडन इम्पैक्ट डू यू वांट टू क्रिएट ऑन दैट रीडर्स माइंड? बिकॉज बहुत सारे ऑथर्स ना दे वांट टू बी नोन और रिमेंबर्ड एज अ सर्टेन जॉनरा और सर्टेन टाइप ऑफ ऑथर. So when it comes to you, have you ever thought about this from a personal branding perspective, that you want to be labeled or you want to be known as a certain type of author?
See, let's be very clear. I think a lot of people get confused about branding.
Hmm.
Uh, a person is not a brand. So Rituraj Verma is a senior finance professional whose ambitions in the career field are still very strong, and those are several 100,000 multiples of whatever incomes I can make here. A brand has to have a value. The brand in my case is Raghav Karthikeya. So you create a brand. A brand can be invested in. It can be copyrighted. You can't copyright Rituraj Verma.
Hmm.
Okay. You have to understand that people who write their first book and they have nothing else to talk about, they start confusing the issue that I have become a brand, or I want to invest in myself to become a brand, and that's just
Hmm. Hmm.
vanity.
Hmm.
That's not going to sell books. और देखिए, आज एक इंस्टाग्रामर आपसे 8-7-8 हज़ार रुपया मांगता है, लेकिन मार्जिन किताब पे होता है 60 रुपए 70 रुपए.
True.
So you have to sell 100-125 books just to pay for the salary of or the cost of one Instagrammer.
Hmm.
And to get popular, you have to do few 50-60 of these. तो आप समझिए आपका ब्रेक इवन तो आ ही नहीं सकता. So there is no question of any income coming from the book. So if people are thinking कि नहीं income आएगी, no. The answer is that you are writing content, and that content will someday become a web series or become a bigger budget film, and that is where you will monetize. And so that's the name of the game: derivatives, screenwrites, all those things today, which the market is hungry for. You have to be clear that's what your brand is going to be. Okay. So confusion इसमें नहीं होना चाहिए कि भाई writer brand बन गया. Some people have done that, and so what has happened is those people have to now do things like they have to make web series, or they have to do these TV episodes of and some very famous names, of course. But that's because they are thinking of themselves as a brand, and that is, in my mind, not very investable or scalable internationally. So that's also one of the reasons why हिंदुस्तान में पिछले 50 साल से आज तक कोई भी ऐसी इंटरनेशनल वेब सीरीज नहीं निकली, ना कोई ऐसी चीज निकली है that has influenced the minds of young people, young adults, or even full-grown adults. So there is no success story out there. Because Bollywood is dominated by stars, and that formula is under pressure from competition from Korea, Japan, China, US, UK, everywhere. So unless people understand that they have to create works that compete with the world's best, you will have a situation where स्पाइडरमैन की मूवी रिलीज होगी और आपको अपने डोमेस्टिक रिलीजेस उसके अराउंड प्लान करने पड़ेंगे, बिकॉज पीपल विल गो एंड वॉच दिस, दे विल नॉट वॉच योर मूवी, एंड दैट्स हैपनिंग.
Exactly.
तो that situation is also there at the bookstore level. Bookstore में जाइए तो foreign authors flood the shelves. Indian authors तो साइड में रहते हैं. ये है मेन प्रॉब्लम.
I totally agree on that. Okay. So sir, probably my last question to you of this podcast would be कि आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू दिस पॉडकास्ट ऐसा हो सकता है कि बहुत सारे लोग लिखना स्टार्ट करें, या फिर दे माइट बी होल्डिंग देयर फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट इन द लैपटॉप, इन द डायरी, इन द नोटबुक. सो व्हाट वुड बी योर एडवाइस फॉर दोज अपकमिंग ऑथर्स?
I think first thing is you have to understand that just writing is not the end of the journey. It is the start of the journey. And my advice to them is learn AI. Okay, because you will need to use it for editing the book, for designing your covers. You will need it for propagation of ideas, making your videos, making your carousels, making everything. So everything today is going to be AI. So the first and foremost thing I will tell every author is, at least on the publishing and marketing side, you should be using AI very heavily. AI can also help you as an intern in crystallizing your ideas, helping you fine tune the characters, the plot, and if you are on top of that, then chances are that you will be able to get a better product out there. Otherwise क्या होता है, people will write something and then there'll be a lot of errors and they will not bother to edit it properly, and it will end up being a bit of a mess. And that will reduce the value of the product as well as the sellability of any rights on that book.
Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed this lovely and inspiring conversation with Rituraj sir. And if you do, then do follow our podcast, Reading the Author, available on all the leading podcast platforms. And don't forget to buy and read the book. आप जस्ट अमेजोन पे जाएं, वहाँ पे सर्च करें ऋतुराज वर्मा, या फिर आप बुक का नाम भी सर्च कर सकते हैं, राघव कार्तिकी एंड द टैबलेट्स ऑफ धर्मा. बुक को खरीदें, पढ़ें और अपने चाहने वाले, जानने वालों के साथ ज़रूर शेयर करें. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on our show. It was my honor to be able to host you today.
Thank you, Gaurav, and thank you for the opportunity. And yes, I wish every reader has as much fun reading the book as I had writing it.
Definitely, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.